Well, alright everybody. Time for another episode of Wookin for Love. I'm your suitor for this episode. I guess that would be more than appropriate after the date with Damien. Starting to think if I had actually had a conversation at that barbecue, I would have found out some more about this instead of being blindsided with the, oh, hey, yeah, it's a date and not, like, drinks. But now we're going to find out if Amanda got in or not. Which I like these breaks in between that, so it's not just consistent dating. You know, this actually shows more in depth, so here we go. And by the way, I decided to switch things up a little bit. Cleaned up a little bit more. Even took that damn toothpick out of my mouth because I don't think that's the kind of thing that Damien's cool with. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey. It's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my God. I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, and you nailed that interview. And your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad? I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner. Your choice. Wherever you want.
Yeah.
Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yes.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we get all the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA. But I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder how my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online, and they match you with someone with similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had a talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it.
Okay. I promise I'll try harder.
I pat her on the back. I think you can handle a 14-hour drive to home for the holidays. There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences.
Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you.
My eyes immediately well up with tears.
Oh, Dad, don't cry.
Sorry, I just... Very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me.
Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too.
It's too late, honey. It's happening.
Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad.
I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
That fucking intro. You've got dads. Craig messaged me. Hey, buddy. So I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years, and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. I really hope that's a sweat relief. Eat that dinner. Eat that dinner! Okay. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before dad brain can work itself into paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Bro.
Ian! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Class of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first.
Bro.
One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like, sitting above it. But still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I have definitely considered grabbing food from the top of a trash can before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. Maybe you need to play more fighting games and beat 'em ups. Trash can turkey is best turkey, people. If Final Fight taught me anything. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the bell. But the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second! This is uncharted territory, Ian. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet.
Oh.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Oh.
Ian, didn't know you'd be tagging along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if that's not...
Oh.
No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you had a dog, Robert. Oh, yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pit bull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'd probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh. Okay. Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, Was the dog fighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know.
Bro,
What's ossobuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have osso, buco, in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually I wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table, but don't trust him. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets the plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
hey,
Oh my god. Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy.
Oh.
Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? Fished out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant.
bro,
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag.
Hey.
I'm kidding! I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it.
Oh.
Where did you learn to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decided to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could scrape together some cash.
hey,
One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before.
Hey.
I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my ma's side. Over the course of the 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? And?
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food is so good, I kinda don't care. That's amazing.
Hmm?
It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This osobuco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Huh?
Hmm? Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berry savarin. Wow. Well, are you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Bro.
Surprises? Robert winks. You bet I am.
Oh.
You can come over for dinner anytime.
Hey.
Craig?
Hmm?
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more osobuco than my body can handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out. Thanks for coming. Making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's osobuco involved. See, it'd be buccio if it was 2 C's. I believe that is an Italian cuisine.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so no follow-ups there. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it a day with that one. It was a nice little side adventure. Got to learn a little bit more about the other members of the cul-de-sac. And until next time, I'm Ian Torch. I'm just a guy looking for love. But remember, like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell to stay notified. And don't spoil anything, please. Hopefully this helps you all get through the frustrating scenarios we're going through. I hope you find your dream too.